What's up, Skid Kids? Today we're going to be installing this shifter bushings from T3. That's about 25 bucks. Pretty simple. It's got a big rubber bushing and then a solid Deerlin one. So nothing too crazy, but we're going to pull the shifter out and put these new bushings in. This will give us less slop in the gear stick, so it won't be shaking everywhere when you're in gear. It'll give you a nice firm feeling knowing that you're in a different gear. So for this, it's pretty basic. You're just going to need 10 millimeter socket, snap ring pliers. That's about it, really. Everything else should be pretty straightforward. So let's get started. All right, so first thing we got to do is you got to remove all this shroud so I can get this boot off. I can take the shifter off. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, you got your shifter off. Put that up there, you won't lose it. Now to get this boot off, though, we have to take off all this plastic shrouding. So I'm going to have to take off the radio bezel to get to that.
I know you're gone. I can't believe.
Now that we got this fan shroud off, we're going to take these two bolts off here, or two screws, I'm sorry. There is supposed to be two more over here, but previous owner doesn't have them, so I'm leaving them out too. So we'll take that off, and this whole rubber boot should be able to come up.
So lost. Why did you have to leave? I'm learning, still learning. You broke me. Oh, oh, oh.
Alright, now this rubber boot doesn't come off. You'd have to take the shifter off to get it off this way. So we're going to leave it on for now. But next there's a snap ring here. I don't know if you can see that, but you need to pull that snap ring out. And then this whole ball shifter can pull right out, and then we can replace all the bushings. Alright, now that we got that snap ring out, this whole shifter, let's put it in, this whole shifter assembly should pop out like that. Now let's take you guys over to the bench, because I've never torn one of these apart and I don't want to lose what order they are in. Okay. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put you guys down. I'm going to try and explain some of this once I figure it out. Alright, so T3 gives you a wonderful diagram where to go and what to do. So this little ball piece on here is right here. And this is obviously loose and used. And here's this main block, which is in the car. And then I noticed that this rubber bushing here, I don't know, it's hard to see, but that is still right here. Here it is. But one weird thing I noticed is, I don't know if this is just because the kit is an upgrade or is better than stock, but I don't have this curved bushing anywhere on my stock shifter. It comes within the kit, but that was not there when I pulled it out. So maybe that was a reason why there's so much slop. But we're going to put it in and see how much better this makes it. Alright, so we're in the car here. The easiest one to get out, of course, is this rubber ring. So you're just going to pull her out. That's that stupid thing. I don't know if it matters if it's beveled or not, or we're going to remember that it's curved at the top and sharp on the bottom. So we got our new rubber ring here. We're simply just going to push it in between those two pins and lay it down flat in there like that. Just like the diagram shows. You can see on the diagram here, this piece says flat rubber washer insert before installing the curved shifter bushing, which is these two pieces here, which we'll get to in a minute. Alright, now we're going to try and get off this little plastic piece on the end. I'm just going to probably try a pair of pliers and just pull it off. There we go, I got it. Alright, so now we got to get this new one on. A lot of people suggest just putting it on the carpet and pushing down until that snaps into place. Man, that's a tight fit. Look at that though, much better. Alright, for this last bushing, from the factory it was one piece and they would put it in before. But now that there's pins in the way, the T3 makes it in two pieces here. And I'll show you this in a minute, but it's basically so you can get it around two pins that you wouldn't be able to get it around normally. So I'll show you that here real quick. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. So there's these two pins right here, and here's our T3 bushing. And you're just going to simply slide it in past the pins, like that, and take your other one. Oh, almost dropped it down the hole. Make sure it's curved the correct way, so it should be like a ball when you put them together. It's hard with one hand. There's the other one. See, so now this makes a nice tight fit. It still kind of spins around a little bit. That's alright. We'll put some grease on this and we'll throw the shifter back in and then the snap ring, and you're basically done, and then you just reassemble your interior pieces. Okay, so now we're ready to put the shifter back in. Make sure it's in the correct orientation. You can't have this 180 degrees off. We're just going to simply plop it in there till it locks down. And take your snap ring. And I did put some grease on this, just for anyone comments about that. Take your snap ring here and try and get your boot out of the way. It's hard to see. And I didn't even use snap ring pliers, I just used a pair of pliers, so snap ring isn't very strong. Make sure that snaps into place here. Like that. I'll leave off my hands, guys. As you can see here now, we got our snap ring in place. It's locked in place so it can't go anywhere. And now the shifter. Now the shifter, it ain't coming out. So now when we put it in first, much better. There's going to be play no matter what, but that feels 10,000 times better already. It's not even back together. Oh, I'm psyched. Just make sure when you put it back together, make sure it still goes in gear. Make sure everything works okay. Everything seems okay on this end. And we're just going to simply put all the interior pieces back together and you're basically done. much better. That's all the play there is. And it just feels, every shift is solid. Feels good. I would say that's worth 25 bucks. Of course, the link to the part is in the description like always. I'll be having some more coming videos pretty soon. Sorry about that. Fixing rust and doing some fiberglass work, so I'll give you an update on some parts when they start showing up. So we'll go from there. So that was how to install Techno Toy Tuning's shifter rebuild kit for the T50 Trans on an AE86. And I would recommend it to anyone with this transmission. It's a million times better already, and it's just bushings. That's not even anything else. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you go out in your own garage and try this on your own car. Peace.